Hello everyone, myself Umar Taskir and you are watching WsCubeTech YouTube channel. Guys, in this video I am going to talk about few very interesting e-commerce matrices. So I will not waste much time and let's straight away dive into this screen and see what are these different matrices. So I have listed few matrices over here and the first one is sales conversion rate. So we will discuss what is sales conversion rate. To calculate your conversion rate, you should use the following formula: number of sales upon number of users into 100. So whenever you see whenever you find something written like rate over here, you should understand that this metric will be in percentage, right? Rate actually denotes percentage. So whenever you see rate, you can easily find out that this metric will be in percentage. Now, what is sales conversion? The numbers of users that you are getting on your website, and then from those users, the number of sales you are making, right? So you have a ratio of these two things, sales over users multiplied by 100. So this multiplication will give this metric or convert this metric into percentage. So suppose if you are having 1000 users on your website and from these 1000 users only 100 are converting into sales. Now you can easily calculate your conversion rate, right? So it will be 3, 1, 2, 3 zeros will be cancelled and it will be like 10% of conversion rate you are having. So this is actually sales conversion rate. Right here we have mentioned sales, so it is sales. If something else is over here, it will be that conversion metric only, right? So now second thing is email opt-in rate, right? You can understand what is email opt-in. Email opt-in, when you have your website and you have an option like subscription, when user can come to your website, put their name, their email address, and you can further send them emails, right? So they actually subscribe to your content. Now you'll ask a question that email opt-in rate or email subscription is common for all the websites, right? If we talk about the blogs, then we can put email opt-in options over there also. So there also we can find out email opt-in rate or email opt-in kind of matrices or email opt-in related matrices. So why we are studying it in this e-commerce video, right? So let me tell you, in e-commerce industry, there is a very famous tactic to sell our product or service is actually the remarketing, right? The remarketing. So just to do the remarketing, what you need users, right? So once a person visited your website, once a user visited your website and then he or she flew away, then how will you catch them? How you will catch them? That will become little difficult for you to catch them, right? So you just when you have their email address, it becomes easy for you to nurture them, to send them your content. So you can actually nurture them, right? So you can understand in what phase they are in awareness phase or they are in consideration phase. So you can design your content like that. For your awareness audience, you have a different set of content. For your consideration audience, you have a different set of content. So you can push them with this content and this will act as a magnet from your side that will bring users back to your website. So once user comes to your website and exits from here, you as a website owner actually do not know who this person is until unless you do not have the pixel over here, right? So pixel can help you in remarketing, but there is another aspect that if you have the opt-in email opt-in option over here and user put some email address or his information over here, his or her information over here, so you can easily remarket, you can easily content market. All those options are open for you in that case, right? So that is why I have written over a email opt-in rate is also an important matrix when we talk about the e-commerce industry. So you should be calculating that how many visitors are coming to our website is something like that, how many users are coming to my website and how many are actually opting for the subscription, right? Subscription, how many actually opting for the subscriptions, right? So I think so I have misspelled it. Let me write it again. So here it is, and see what I have written here, particularly when it comes to remarketing and generating repeated business. So you can actually generate repeated business, something like upsell. You can upsell from this particular email opt-in option. You can upsell. You have different options over here, right? Just very much related to the remarketing. Let's move to the different metric, which is customer lifetime value. This is again a very important metric. It actually tells you the total amount of what you earn from an average customer over their lifetime. So let me tell you with an example. See, if you have a customer who actually makes an average purchase of rupees 10 and he or she actually makes if we calculate the frequency of the purchase, which is like 10 per annum, right? So he or she makes 10 purchases per annum with an average amount of rupee 10, and they are making these purchases from the last 10 years, that will be somewhere around 1000, right? So the lifetime value, customer lifetime value will be 1000. So you can individually identify in the analytics that what kind of lifetime value are assigned with different customers. So that will be easy for you to identify your prospect customer and then retarget them, right? Then we have another metric which is average order value. It is very simple. The total revenue that you have generated, the total revenue that you have generated over the number of orders taken or the number of cards, right? This will give you average order value, and we should be doing stuff just to increase our average order values, right? So we should focus on increasing the average order value. Then we will talk about the customer acquisition cost. Then if you are spending an average of rupees 10 to acquire every customer, but your average order value is only rupees 25, that means your business is still operating as a loss. Now, if we come straight away to what is customer acquisition is basically bringing new customers, right? Gaining new customers or acquiring new customers, right? So, definitely you will be spending some cost on acquiring those customers. So, that cost is called as customer acquisition cost. Now, that cost can be from different channels. Suppose you are investing some money in digital marketing, you are investing some money with your staff, your employees, you are investing some money on your website. Then what all is this? This is actually the expenditure to acquire some customers. So, suppose you have spent 1000 rupees on all these different channels, and you have acquired like 100 customers, right? So it will become cost per acquisition will be like 10 rupees. You are spending rupees 10 for each customer that you are acquiring, and there are 100 customers. So it will multiply and make 1000 rupees, right? So this is actually the mathematical representation of the customer acquisition cost. Now I have told you that this amount is actually from all the channels, right? So it can be, you can divide these channels. You can say, if I have spent on SEO like 100 rupees and I have got 10, so there will be an average acquisition cost of 10. If I had PPC models with me, I have spent rupees 1000, I got only 10 customers from there, then here my average acquisition cost or the customer acquisition cost is rupees 100 from average point of view, right? So you can play around with these matrices. You can find which one is working for you, which channel is working for you, which channel is not working for you. And see, what I have mentioned over here is, if you are having your customer acquisition cost is rupees 10, and if your order value that we have discussed over here, if you have your order value which is like less than rupees 10, then definitely your business is in loss. You have to do something, right? So these are 5 matrices that I have already discussed. Let us discuss another metric, which is again a very interesting metric and a very important metric from e-commerce business point of view, from e-commerce perception. So it is shopping cart amendment rate, right? Now, what is shopping cart amendment rate? So if you see rate is mentioned over here, then we can easily identify this will be calculated in percentage. I'll tell you. See, if some users are coming on your website, they are putting your products into their cart and then moving away from your website without actually purchasing the product, right? If we suppose there are 100 products, products that people have actually kept in their cart, and from there only 50 purchased that product, and the 50 persons went away from your website without purchasing your product. Like, so it's like, suppose there were 100 people who have added product to their cart, and there were only 50 people who have purchased and 50 people who left from there without actually making a final purchase. Then if you multiply it with 100, then you will be getting shopping cart amendment rate, right? It will be like 50%. So these were the few matrices that I was willing to share with you. These are the very common basic e-commerce matrices. If you will follow them, you will definitely succeed in your e-commerce business. See you in the next video. Till then, a very good bye.